Hey guys, Psychic Pictures here. With all of the lists I've created on YouTube so far, this one took the most time to make because I simply could not decide for a while. This is my top 10 anime characters list. Now, I do have to say this. There are a ton of good characters out there, and I felt really bad leaving a lot of them out. There were even multiple series that had multiple characters in there that I really wanted to put on the list, but I kept true to what I usually do and put only one character from each anime I've seen onto this list. And just to give you an example, I'm just going to give you four anime that had a lot of characters that I liked, but I simply could not put them on the list. And I feel really bad not putting them on the list. There were a lot of good characters in Future Diary, Full Metal Alchemist, Rosario+vampire, and Clannad. There were tons of good characters in the shows. There were tons of characters I wanted to put on this list, but just simply couldn't, because they got outclassed by other characters. I do have 4 honorable mentions though, which at one point all 4 of these were on the list. These characters are Yami Merrick. Yeah, remember him, the best character in Yu-Gi-Oh! In my opinion? Yeah, he got number 14. Misuzu, Holo, and Edward Elric. Now, without further ado, let's get into the top 10. Number 10. Kazuma from Kaze no Stigma. Now, the reason Kazuma is so low is that he got outclassed by the others. But anyone who's seen Kaze no Stigma saw this coming, where he would be on the list, at least. And what I really admire about Kazuma is his personality. He just doesn't give a crap about anything, and even if his own family is in danger, he won't do anything until he gets paid. That is probably one of the most jerkish things and the most fun things to watch about Kaze no Stigma. Is just him playing everyone. Because he plays, I believe it's his uncle? Ayano's dad, I should say. He plays Ayano, he plays Ren, he just plays everyone in the show to get what he wants. And even though he was kicked out of his family for not being able to master fire magic, he came back with wind magic that was more powerful than any of their fire magic, which was incredible to watch. The fight scenes with him are astounding. And Kazuma as a character is definitely one of the coolest characters I've ever seen. Number 9. Himari from Omamori Himari. Now, before you guys say anything, no, she's not on this list because of how attractive she is. Even though I admit she is one of the most attractive characters I've seen in anime, by far, which, not saying much because almost every single female character in Omamori Himari is really attractive. But that is not why she's on this list. By far, it is not. The reason she's on this list is what she does in the show. What she does is she goes and protects Yuto by any means necessary. And even though she has her feelings toward Yuto, her first priority is always to protect him from anyone that tries to hurt him. Her loyalty for this is just incredible. She'd go through insanity to go and make sure that Yuto is safe. It is incredible what Himari does. Oh, and also, did I mention she's a cat? Yeah, this character is a freaking cat. But other than that, Himari has a very, very good personality. And honestly, it's one of the best in anime. Number 8. Mina Tepes from Dancing the Vampire Bund. Now, I know I already said this before, that I didn't like Dancing the Vampire Bund to begin with because it showed Mina naked, and because of that, I kinda did not like Mina to start off with. But as I went and saw more of the show, I opened up a lot more to the premise of the show. And with Shadow ACS, I know I reference him a lot, but he's the perfect person to go to for anime. He named her his number 2 favorite character. And for good reason, too. Because she manipulates the hell out of everyone. If she doesn't get her way, she manipulates it in order for her to get her way. Because, just to give an example, the vampires weren't given the permission to go to school, so Mina kidnapped a kid, bit him, and put him into the bund, because one of the people she was trying to make the deal with said that all vampires need to stay within the bund. And it happened to be that guy's son. So Mina manipulated it in order for her to get her way. She is by far one of the most devious characters out there. And she's by far one of the best. Take it from me, don't judge Dancing the Vampire Bund by what you see in the first few episodes. Because she acts a little childish at the beginning of those in the beginning of the series. But you will love this character to death if you go and watch more than the first 3 episodes. I can guarantee it. Number 7. Tomoya Sakigami from Clannad. This is by far one of the best characters I've seen. Why? Well, she has a dark past to her, actually. I'm not going to reveal what her past is, but it does involve her fighting skills. And also she beats up Sunohara about 10 times in the first few episodes, which is amazing because I hate the character. But other than that, Tomoyo has a very likable personality, but was kind of forgotten when she joined the student council. But before that, she was an amazing character. I really liked what they did with her. And when it comes to her actually kind of confronting her past, it's actually pretty cool. But other than that, Tomoyo actually had the most chemistry with Tomoya. And in the alternate ending with Tomoya and Tomoyo, yeah, I really get those names mixed up a lot, so sorry if I do that in the future. But I really like the alternate ending between Tomoyo and Tomoya, because the two have so much chemistry that this is a believable couple. I really like what they did with it, and love that they put the alternate ending in there. But Tomoyo is by far one of the most dominant characters in Clannad, even though she doesn't appear much after she gets put in the student council. She's by far one of the best characters I've ever seen. Number 6. The psycho herself, Yuno. Now, I'm fairly new to Future Diary, but gosh darn it, this character is so likable. I really like what they did with Yuno's character. She is by far one of the creepiest anime characters I've ever seen. And it is awesome. It's played really well. And the fact that it acts all innocent, and when it comes to the time for her to murder, she is a complete psychopath. There's actually a moment in the show where she has a closet full of dead bodies. What? A closet full of dead bodies. Questionable, but still, it actually expands her character a lot. Because with Yuno, she is solely focused on saving Yuki from any danger from the other diary holders. And she'll do anything to go and kill the other diary owners until you actually see what happens when Yuno asks if she can stay over at Yuki's house. That's by far one of the creepiest things I've ever seen in an anime. Where Yuno, when she's lying awake, she's like, oh good, I don't have to use any of my tools. And you see the bag that she brought with her is full of knives and guns. Even though she's a good character in the anime, I seriously would not want to see her on my doorstep. Number 5. Psycho from High School of the Dead. I think that Psycho has been the most popular character in High School of the Dead, because every review I've heard that talks about High School of the Dead has said a lot about Psycho and not much about the other characters. Because with her, she actually has a very dark past, and you can and with that dark past, it tells you straight out why she's able to kill zombies and why she's not able to kill little kids. It is astounding what they did with this character. Because at the beginning of the anime, she doesn't give a crap about anyone that she kills. And then in the middle, all of a sudden she can't kill any children. Even though they were zombified. It's revealed that... I'm not going to reveal her dark past, but it's actually pretty incredible and very believable as well. And with the help of Kakaru, I think... Hold on, no, that's the guy from 11 Eyes. With help from the main character she falls in love with, whose name actually escapes me right now, she actually turns into a killing machine after her dark past is revealed. This is by far one of the best swordsmen I've ever seen.